It's Penny versus Denham.
The umpire does ball it up there for a, and it looks like it's going to be all just another ball up, probably to start things off again, as the umpire does. He pulls it in. And Bernie, I reckon over to you. You know these boys look better than I am, but we'll just quickly go through, over to Bernie, because they just start to play again.
I was just doing that. Now the ball's still pretty tight in the middle. Alex McKay jumps straight on top of the young Rostrevor boy there. The umpire says, look, I'll have it back again, guys. Let's clear this out. Blake Penny looks for the body contact. Up he goes, gets his hands to the ball. Out it comes from Matty Stent. Matty Stent drills it into the half-forward line. Bounces over Hallandale's head. Rostrevor comes screening out. Hallandale, great tackler. Causes the turnover. Alex McKay, it's bounced out. There's some green boots running into the open goal. I'm telling you what, they've kicked the first goal.
There you go, Bernie. Beautiful start there. Now, that one was on the back. Just looking at it from Rostrevor's point of view, Michael Code, obviously AFL listed, he's taken the ball. He's looked to take on the Tea Tree Gully tackler. But you've worked as a team beautifully. You've been able to halve the contest, neutralise it, bring the ball to your players running forward, and the beautiful goal. Who was it to?
Ryan Spittle.
Ryan Spittle's got that one, but you go back to that tackle, and that's Matty Hallandale. And when he was playing out at Norwood, one of his major stats was the most tackles in his under-18 competition when he was out there. Really top tackler, so don't try to get away from him too.
Spittle's really stepped up this year. We saw him in the first game kick 4, and he's playing that role. He's about 20 metres out from goal in front of Melville today as well. So.
Very dangerous play. The ball goes up again in the middle. Blake Penny hands the ball again, stands over it now, says, look, come on, let's have another go at this.
And he won the medal last week, Spittle, as the best on ground against University.
He did. He came off an injury last year, so it took a while to get him involved then, but yeah, he's certainly... Here's Stenny again.
Oh, don't argue.
Don't argue. 4 on the left.
Follows up, holds the man, probably giving away a free there. Here's Craig Holm with his first touch. Takes on the tackle, releases the handball. Code, down the line. Nice looking kick, well measured. Drops what he should have taken. Follow up by Tea Tree Gully. Again, good pressure around the middle early from Tea Tree Gully, gents.
Yeah, it certainly was. John Burker there probably couldn't ping a hole in the ball there. But just one more quick sponsorship. That was kicked at the northern end of the grounds. That is the Ray White Real Estate northern end today. So we do want to mention these sponsors for Tea Tree Gully.
Right. Thank you, Sammy Doman.
Chatty Showmakers waits patiently to go back on as Tea Tree Gully win the ball with a chain of handballs. Who's that there, Bernie?
We've got Dylan Showmakers got the ball. Gives it to Alex McKay running past. He moves it forward to young Pete Personos. Now it goes...
Zachy
McKay. He bounds through. He's looking for... There's Ryan Spittle again. He's bobbed up again, Tommy.
And it's an uncontested mark to Ryan Spittle. Bit of mail and roll Spittle. I heard Ryan Spittle was within a signature of leaving Tea Tree Gully this year for a much lower grade club. Big offer was made to him, but obviously a former junior. He hung around, and a real testament to Tea Tree Gully. The juniors are sticking it out and staying at your club, Bernie.
Yeah, I remember Ryan playing in an under-16s grand final with my lad. Way back when, and yeah, he has come through. And you know what? Why would you go and play at a lower club when you can play footy at this standard? A1 Tea Tree Gully Football Club. You'd be silly if you left really at that age.
Absolutely, and he's put it straight through the right. Hi, diddle at the Ray White Real Estate end.
30, yeah, Real Estate about 3 minutes 30. They've got 2 goals on the board already, lads. So this is a good start to Tea Tree Gully.
Just an observation, Bernie. This year I've noticed more rotations. Now we just saw then that Jonathan Burke had just come off the field and replaced by Chatty Showmakers. You're getting a lot more rotation through the midfield this year.
Mate, had been a criticism last year. The previous coach did tend to leave his best field on the ground as long as he could. And maybe the run has come in the last couple of games because we've been able to do this rotation and get someone on the magnets to make sure it all happens. Gullies go forward again. They're out on the outer side of the wing.
Showmakers to McKay.
I'm glad that observation is very factual.
Van der Hack to Hugger. They're going backwards here, but maintaining control. Finds Showermakers of the Dillon variety. Out wide, loose man on the wing again. He'll come in board. Finds Alex McKay. This way, that away, forward line ball. Code in front. Half the contest against Spittle. He's having a purple patch. He'll get it again here, Spittle, will he? On his left. Has a look. Finds Matthew Stent as easy as you like. 40 metres out, straight in front. I'll just put it out there. I tipped Rostrevor this week, and it may have been a really, really bad tip.
That's another uncontested mark there too, fellas, in the Tea Tree Gully forward line. So it looks like Rostrevor aren't dropping back to pick up their players, and Tea Tree Gully probably about 50 metres out, dead in front.
You'd have alarm bells now. Whoever's looking after Spittle is correct.
Matty Stent 40 metres out, directly in front. It's swung back, and it's just missed. It's gone over the right-hand goalpost, and just one minor score on the Ray White Real Estate scoreboard. It's Tea Tree Gully, 2 goals, 113. Rostrevor yet to have the ball in their forward 50.
Just where they're collecting their balls, we've also got the southern end of the ground, which is Australian Gas Network southern end. So it hasn't been down there yet, but we'll give them a plug just while they're about to kick in from the Northern End goals.
When you think warm water, you think Australian Gasworks. Shh, it's gas. It's hot.
The ball comes in from the kick out. Vanderhack's in there. In the front of the pack is Rostrevor. There's some big bodies in there. They're getting the ball
Sutcliffe,
out.
yeah. Oh, big hit laid. Great pressure, Tea Tree Gully. They're all over. They're all over a bit. Oh, that's a little bit high. It's going to go Tea Tree Gully's way. Everything going.
Hallandale,
Yep.
he plays on straight away. Matthew Sten again, and he's going to go for the big, long kick forward. You've got
It's gone through.
the goal.
Gee whiz, lads. 5 minutes 50 into the first quarter. Teacher Gully 3-1. That would be 19 to, gee whiz, Rostrevor to get off the ground.
So that was Matthew Hallandale, a former North Reserves player. Tea Tree Gully Jr. What else can you tell us about him, Bernie?
Well, Matty's at uni at the moment, and
Stenny goal, wasn't it?
Stenny's kicked the goal, but
was it?
Matty got the free kick.
Oh, sorry,
but he
pardon me.
played on straight away. So he played his juniors at Tea Tree Gully, then went to Norwood for a couple of seasons in the 18s. I believe he was the under-18 captain at one stage.
So a great goal from Matty Steng. Carried the pack. They call him the Stenger, I'm told, as we ball up in the middle again.
Blake Penny gets great position again to get the tap down. Rostrevor get first use. Jake Huggett comes off the line, picks it up high. You've got Zach McKay going for this. There's a bit of talk there. Tommy Bilby's got this one. He's going to move on to his left foot. He should wheel around on here.
Another rotation. Birkin's back on, and he took the place of Sean Makers. So yeah, that wing into the midfield. They're doing
Kicks
that
to the hot
rotation.
spot. Tea Tree Gully. Holm takes good position. Handball out.
Spittle runs him down, but they're going to clear it. They're in the grandstand Australian Outdoor Living scoreboard spot.
Beautifully done there. As that was Denham that cleared it off the Holm handle. Left foot here. They'll look to get some continuity. It's Nelligan out wide. Takes the mark. He should come inboard. He does. He rolls onto the right. Looks inboard and finds Kieran Holden for his first effective touch. Rostrevor haven't got into the game yet, but this is exactly what happened last week, Hose, wasn't it?
It was.
Paynham North Union 7 goals to 1 early, but they keep coming at you, Rostrevor.
Yeah, Adrian Rocco wouldn't be pleased with the first 5 minutes of the game, but last week, first quarter.
As the Banjo Bays are throwing just practically right in front of us here on the western side of the ground, so it's very close to us at the moment, and Titch got off to a good start.
Is Adrian Rocco the coach for us? Sorry about that.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, went to St Paul's school with him, so there you go.
Did you go to St Paul's?
I did go to St
I went to St Paul's as well. What's your last name, Bernie?
Flynn.
There you go.
Big Clint Down makes
Brother
his way
Michael
onto the ground and replaces Blake Penny.
Yeah, the ball's just coming out, being cleared here. Here's Tom Hurley with his first effective touch. It's a mongrel punt to a pack. Pack's hard by Tea Tree Gully. They'll clear again here through shower makers of the Dillon variety. Straight through the middle. A worm-burning kick finds Alex McKay. Bernie?
Yep, he wants to play on straight away. Chad Showermakers has followed up. He's chipped the kick in. Trent's looking for a position in that pack. Can't get it. The ball comes to ground. Guess who? Ryan Spittle.
I
Gets
think
the
he threw
handball
that.
out. Gets smothered. Ball's got a bit messy here. Rostrevor going to be jumped on. And the umpire said, look, I'll have that, fellas. About 25 metres out in front of the South Whaler Demons scoreboard.
Darcy, Rostrevor are struggling to get any continuity in their movement early, aren't they, as we bowl it up?
They certainly are. It hasn't been passed down. They've seen a forward line, so they're really struggling, and Teacher going to get good depth into their forward line, and they're just kicking in there thinking, well, someone's going to be there and mark the ball, as they have and been uncontested a few times as well.
Matthew Stent back onto his wing and Zach McKay to the bench.
Goes there with the special moves. It's Tea Tree Gully again. Ball spills. Plays for a free there, and that one there, it's Ryan Spittle again getting first to the ball, head over the ball, and he gets rewarded.
Hallandale.
Is that Hallandale, is it?
Hallandale's got this one.
Saw some sad things. Okay, thank you. The man they call that.
Spittle and McKay have got the great wheels, mate. They've got the bright green wheels.
Matt Hallandale, he's another junior out here. He's a Nord Reserves player, former under-18, Nord under-18 captain. And as he says, they said before, he's a hard-in-under footballer.
Yeah, and that was the perfect example of that as he lines up from 40 metres out directly in front. Will he kick it, Bernie?
Kicking's not one of his best attributes, and he'll take his best from here for young Matty, but he'll celebrate if he gets it, I think.
No, he's pulled it to the left, I reckon.
No,
It snuck it in.
They like it, and he'll be wrapped with that one, young Matty.
We need to get a glass of check too, I think, boys, but that looked like it was coming, swaying across the left, but straight through the Hey Little Little, and the goal it was. So we've hit the, it's 1 minute out here, so we're 9 minute 45 in the first quarter, and we've got Teacher Grady 4-1-29 to Rostrevor.
And it looks like, is that Zachy McKay with a horrible little man bun coming on? It is.
Zachy.
McKay's come back on.
And making way for Zach, is that Pete? Pistol Pete Personos.
Have a quick look at the.
So again, we talked about the rotations, Bernie. Good rotations. Hurley held there in the middle. Probably should have got a free. Had to scissor kick it out of midair. You don't see that very often. Bit of a suplex tackle there by a man who's already covered in mud. There's no mud out there. Who's that guy? We can't see his number anymore with the orange boots.
That'll be Dylan Shellmaker.
That is Dylan Shellmakers. He's cost himself a call. He's had a few touches early though, as Hurley takes the first possession, tackled immediately. Very impressed so far, Bernie, with the immediate tackling of Teacher Gully. The pressure is on.
It is. They've been very good at this, and it's certainly going to be one of the attributes this year. Note that Clint Dow's now in the ruck there, so Blake Penny's off for a rest too in the ruck. So once again, bringing up the fact that these rotations are going to really help the team this year.
Rostrevor have just dropped the +1 back there too from the, hasn't gone from the forward line, he's gone from the midfield. So yeah, he's dropped off the midfield and he's gone back to +1 on offence.
And it's not so. Holland's manned up or something. I can't do that. There's another ball up here. Third man up. Can you do that? Is that the free kick for a third
we're
man
not
up?
the AFL, no. You pushed him in the back.
Okay, all right. Just a bit worried there. And it comes to Rostrevor. First effective forward movement. It sees James Jordan give the ball to number 3, not listed.
Not a good kick there,
There's
Rostrevor.
Jake Vanderham
So Teacher Gully come out again from the back line. So well done to Teacher Gully. Not a good kick there, Rostrevor to go.
Dylan Shellmakers again. He ducks, he weaves. He gets tripped. Had to stop him.
Jake Nelligan waiting to come back on. Sorry, as Teacher Gully will clear right through the middle of the ground. Code drops back. Or they jump on him. McKay, position A. Goes long. It's Spittle again. Surely not. He gets it over the back. Oh, he goes for the kick from midair. Has another goal in it. Great pressure by Rostrevor there. They just seem to have lifted just a touch. They gain possession and they've come out through Daniel McCallum. Finally. Oh! Boys,
how's this pressure, boys?
That is fantastic, but he was slower than an old ant carrying heavy shopping. He really was not moving well then.
Nice, McKay.
Great tackle by McKay.
Yeah, two-time medalist. He's a two-time medalist for a reason. He's not all flash and flamboyance. He's a hard tackler, a hard worker, and a great leader. 55 metres out, probably. Oh, he swings out onto the right and goes long. Pulls the kick, and it's just one behind at the Ray White Real Estate. And looking over to the South Wales Demons football scoreboard, Darcy.
See, we're looking at 4 now. She's just taken it down. I didn't see that. So 4-2 it is. 26 that will be to Rostrevor. Let's get off the board.
Donut, big kick. 60-metre clearing kick to in front of us.
Pete Persinos back onto the ground and Chad Shellmakers off.
That's just about ball, I would think,
The umpire says no, it's not. He will have.
So just to give our viewers at home, that's McCallum again. He's tried to take on the tackle. He hasn't got through effectively. He hasn't disposed of it. Bernie, that's right. That is holding the ball. It wasn't paid. We're all experts up here. Persinos quick kick to McKay. We've seen that before, haven't we? He kicks rush kick down to the forward pocket, 35 metres out. Ball will go out, gentlemen, and I can finally take a breath.
This would normally be a free kick in the SANFL, but we're not. We're amateur league, which is good. So
Sandful, Darcy.
Adelaide Football League now too. So
I think Rostrevor might have got their rotations a bit mixed up. O'Malley and Holm both off at the same time. I'm not so sure that's the street lead. I reckon what we've done premium midfielders.
Beautifully done, Hose. I love your insight. I love the fact you've actually held the mic down a little bit this time. You're not deafening me. Great work by the producer.
As the ball's up about probably 20 metres out, just a slight angle out of Teacher Gully's goal line there, and the umpire's going to ball up again. So the umpire's having a good workout today. So again, we're probably about 20 metres out, 45-degree angle down the pocket there.
Penny preparing to come back on and do his split with Clint Dow. He's just a kick behind the play at the moment now. But the ball comes loose. They've got the full back there coming out. He's got the ball now. Okay. Sandercock kicks it across. Zachy McKay drops the ball. Rostrevor get possession.
Surely this time they've got him over the back here in the form of Nicky Homch. Oh, Homch with the fly high. He used Daniel Ujicelik as a step ladder. He's 45 metres out. He needs to go back and make this one count. And yeah, no, he is the man they call Homer. They're playing across half foot, and it's the first time Rostrevor have got him out the back, and that's something you've got to watch for because they do that. They do that from the spread. Homch 45 metres out directly in front.
Brian Spittle come to the bench and following going onto the field.
Hammer. You've got Homer kicking the goal and Hammer going on.
But he sprayed it right across the face
and he
actually had it bounce on the full.
Yeah, he hasn't troubled the scorers there, and the poor old Australian Gasworks end is still yet to see a score kick to it. And interesting to see Rostrevor about to make some changes. Will Mead and handsome Tom Hurley itching, chomping at the bit to get on the ground.
Cam Tiggerman's kick goes in. It goes to the half-back flank for Tea Gully in front of one of our sponsor signs there, Better Fitness, and that's certainly what Gully are at the moment.
Just waiting on a ball up. So Cam Tiggerman playing on a half-back flank. Is he going to be taking the kick outs all day, Bernie?
No, that was out of bounds on the full.
Oh, okay. Yes, of
So
course.
Doc Sandercock will do the
Holm.
kicking in as he
Holm
comes
clears
in
the
now.
pack.
The Doc's going back now, and it's going to be a great contest. He punches
Really
the
good.
ball into the pocket. Rostrevor the first to get there. They're going to have to wheel around here. He's
James
pushed
Jordan.
himself away, and he's run out of bounds.
Oh, gee whiz. Another. Just very quick, you got scoreboard brought to you by the South Wella Demons Football Club. What's the story behind that? Just why the band got by.
That's our sponsor. Their sponsor is the
Our
Australian
sponsor?
Outdoor Living.
That's okay. So the scoreboard brought to you, so that'll do. So Australian Outdoor Living scoreboards. We've got both today, so.
Ball in the forward pocket, right next to Rostrevor goal. It's Dow, wins it down, but beautifully sharked there. That was Braden Allen, I think. Tea Gully win the ball though. Comes out right in front of us. It's shower makers by the looks of it. He's tackling, he does a 720, gets an awkward handball off to Stent. Yeah, and rightly so there. I think 2 revolutions is about 1.5 too many for mine, and it'll be a free kick to Rostrevor.
Busy while he was doing it.
Luke Allen.
Yeah, Gubby, the man they call Gubby. He's a small defender, but he finds himself on high half forward here. Kicks the big drop punt to about 40 metres out. It's all Dow here. Good contest.
He's been looking after Spittle as Luke Allen. Hadn't had a good quarter, but he picks him up now as the rotation comes off again.
It's Spittle for shower makers there.
When Dow gets the ball out, it comes out the back again. Tom Bealby's going to smack it in there. We've got Chris Fora going for the ball. Comes through his hands. Rostrevor take control. They're jumped on straight away. That's too high from Pasanas. Off they go. Here he is again. Ryan Spittle. He's going to go
50.
all the way.
He's kicked it to himself.
That is
he
very
is
clever.
dead set kicked it to himself.
Very clever.
Follows up with the soccer. Let's
That
go.
is very clever.
Now we're all going to get the mic for it. That's got to be goal of the year by any standard AFL handful.
Can I take them through that in slow motion? That was incredible. He's taken possession on centre wing. He's broken from a handball. He's moved the ball slowly, had a bounce, got to 70. He's kicked the ball to the forward line with some elevation, roved it himself, been under immense pressure and managed to get a soccer kick away from about 25 metres out, kicked a goal.
That was the best of the best I've ever seen.
That was brilliant.
And the drop punt, he kicked it up, bounced back. He knew he couldn't take the bounce because the ground's probably a bit soft. It was just unbelievable.
I'm going to make the biggest call ever made in amateur league. There was a touch of Russell even about that.
That was brilliant.
Best of best. It's on video too, so you never know whether it could be on Almost Footy Legends.
He's a one-man team, and at the moment in the forward line, he's kicked 3 out of the 5 goals. 2. Tea Gully, the visitors, Rostrevor yet to score.
Well, Kieran Holland and Luke Allen are just rotating off him. At the moment, Kieran Holland's got him. I mean, you've just got to do something. You've just got to get a hard tag onto him somewhere.
Good smother by Rostrevor. Tied in the clinches. Will O'Malley's just laid his first tackle for the day. Someone we haven't seen a lot of yet. He's the real clearance king of Rostrevor. He needs to get involved. He will therefore bring in your Paul Fantasias, your Tom Hurley in these types. Rostrevor win the ruck. Holm maybe taken high. Coming through, looking for a way up, but again Tea Gully's pressure. They extract the ball. Beautiful play there by Fora. How do you say his last name, Bernie? Fora. Oh, I've got it right. Beautiful. He was actually
Chris Fora.
a Gold Coast Academy player there. Won the ball, but wrapped up. We'll have another ball up. Penny wins the tap, wins it well.
Look at that tackle from Matt Hallandale. Just pressures on. There's another one from Chad Schoenmakers.
This will get mopped up by the man bun, Zach McKay.
Zach McKay, he's in there. He's fumbled a little bit. The ball's come out. Rostrevor got control. Jack Nelligan sticks it around the corner. Here's another opportunity, but Doc Sandercock's back there. Could read that one coming in. Now he'll relieve the pressure for Tea Gully.
Gee whiz, Bernie, you know it before about the pressure that Tea Gully put on Rostrevor at the moment. It's just absolutely outstanding, amazing. That's why they're 5 goals up, and we've just hit time on 2 fellas, so I think Rostrevor a bit of shock at the moment.
Yeah. Nelligan to McKay. McKay takes on the man on the mark. Sloppy kick. He's going to find Matty Stent on the wing.
Himself.
By himself,
What did he have?
uncontested.
Look at the pass into Trent Melville. Oh, great guts.
Stent, shower makers, Personos on the left-footed snap. It looks good from 50.
This is just pretty to watch by Tea Gully at the moment, fellas. That's just a left foot snap. Mate, that's gone 60 metres, I reckon.
This is a bit of a clinic at the moment.
This is, gee whiz, Rostrevor a bit of shock, haven't even scored yet.
I couldn't believe Matt Stent was by himself when that ball was rolling down from the back lines. The loose checking from Rostrevor. They got themselves to blame for that one.
I'll tell you what, boys, I am in absolute shock. The score on the South Wales Demons Football Club scoreboard is Tea Gully 6 goals to 38. Rostrevor, no score. That's a 38-point lead. to the boys from the Gully.
As Burkett comes back on, replaced by Matthew Stets. So Stets come off just for a bit of a rest. I'm sure he will come back very short today. But
The ball's gone up again in the middle there, and once again, Matt Halliner wraps up the Rostrevor player straight away. Doesn't give him an inch.
I tell you,
the pressure they're putting on today, fellas, is just amazing.
secondary ball up. What I might get is to do, boys, at quarter time, I reckon we might go to a huddle each because we've got 4 of us here today, and just have a listen without eavesdropping too much. But what the coach is saying, I'd love to know what Adrian Rocco's going to say. We'll send you there, Dice.
Thanks, TJ. Always take one for the team, or not?
I'll head there at 3/4 time and one of the teams will win.
Gully's take the ball to the centre wing on the outer side.
McKay.
Zach McKay, he's looking for a free kick. Umpire says, no, I'm having none of that.
Rostrevor,
Get back in numbers.
Co cleans up. Yeah, bit of experience there from Michael Creed, just cleaning up, coming in board. Should get some ball movement here, but again,
Clash happening there. Johnny Birkin let it go.
Johnny Birkin wanted that more than his opponent then, and they'll win it here, Rostrevor. Alex McKay.
And there's
Comes out
Spittle
to
on his
Pete
own again.
Personoff.
Spittle's on his own. This is unbelievable.
Let's see what he does here, guys.
Is he left footed? No, he comes back
He
on
can
his
do it.
right.
He can do it with both.
With both, and that's a
Back to McKay.
McKay.
Spins out the tackle. Come to a second tackle. Just about gone there. And a throw. And that's the right decision. I'm sorry, Teacher Gully locals. He's taken on 2 tackles. He hasn't got an effective handball away. He had 2 chances, mate.
I had the coach's hat on. I was watching Kieran Holland. He went up, kick chasing, ball coming over, and there was Spittle. No one within 20 metres of him.
Rostrevor just clearing the air. They've gone down the wing, but again, the pressure affects the ball movement, and it's cleaned up by the man with the long hair. Is that
Jake Huggard.
Yeah,
He's kicked it up. Left it up in the air a fair bit, but Johnny Birkin's got this, and he can have a gallop if he wants. He goes through
You
the
see
middle of the
Stents on
ground.
the side. Stent
Stenny's
just
come
goes
off
in
the
that
bench.
direction.
Yeah. Littler actually does well there. Oh, well done there. And Craig Holm, he's been very quiet this quarter. He'll swing on the left, I reckon, here. Although he's just slow played it. Maybe he knows we're in time on.
Bit of tempo, maybe just trying to stop Gully's running.
Maybe he's back Gully's 1 to 39. I'm not sure, but he's slowing it up here. He goes along now. Off the right it was. So 4 Gully players. It's all T3 Gully, and they'll clear.
Took his head off. Play on's the call.
That was
Advantage
Nathan's
He's
goal.
got panic run over here, this young fella, number 7.
That's Huggy.
Huggard. So he's got about 3 or 4 bounces. There's the second bounce, goes for the third. Now he's going to have a kick. Sends it in long to the tip, goes full forward line.
Melville.
Melville.
In front, Rostrevor will take the mark. Melville coming 3 deep there.
Every time they get the ball, Gully's they're switching. Every time, and they're just running it up the
Had
other
a panic
side.
to run. 3 or 4 bounces that fella had. So Rostrevor got on the far side of the ground there.
Wasn't the best set of running bounces you've ever seen, let's be honest.
Stopped and bounced.
Here he is again, a turnover. Come to Jake Huggard. He's going into Matt Stent, who's taking a nice mark.
Stent rolls, he just gets it and rolls. He looks for in the pocket Personos, but he'll carry the pack. There's
Now we fall down there in the forward pocket.
Lukey Allen to relieve. He's had a couple of touches. I haven't called him because he's been multitasking here, but he's had a couple of touches relieving the pressure. Lukey Allen has been good back there early. Plenty of work to do, though, the small defender from Rostrevor. Probably
They're about to come on.
Yep.
They're small black thing now, so
It's a very dangerous kick into the middle of the ground. Luckily, the punch has come out and they'll clear it down the outer side of centre wing.
McKay got the clearing punch, but it fell to McCallum. Now,
Probably too
did
high.
something. Yeah, Holland's got it out.
Rostrevor on the outer wing now. It's Kieran Hollands now. He should have, looking for Jack Nelly going to be the way to go for me.
Tom Hurley's got that ball and he goes in long and high and handsome, and there's everybody flying for it. That's a good mark. He hasn't got to pay that one.
Oh, he hasn't paid
The
it.
umpire didn't pay it. I reckon that's a clear mark, but no one's keeping up about it, so obviously it wasn't. So, and a good. Oh, it could be deliberate. No, it wasn't. So it's a. As Bernie has a bit of a giggle there, probably could have been, but no, the umpire said just throw it in and we will sort things out.
That was Paul Fantasia taking that mark. The man they call Cabs. He's wearing a different number today, so I'm not sure what that's all about. But
He's right on siren time.
they're home through traffic. Dodges 3, gives the handball out. Rostrevor from the pocket. That is a hell of a goal.
On the ball. So we're 24 minutes into the first quarter, and they finally got a goal on the scoreboard. So they got Gully 6-2-38 to Rostrevor, first one on the board, 1 goal even.
That was Tim Bacanello there, I believe. Again, wearing a different number this week. I'm not sure what's going on there.
Oh, they got the away jumpers on it.
Ah, that explains it. But that was Craig Holman. That's what you've got to watch out for. He'll do that all day. He breaks tackles, but that time he broke a line, got through 2 Gully players. He was the one that released Bacanello. Bacanello from the boundary line, 35 metres out from the Javor pocket, has kicked the goal.
You kicked your bags one day, was it? Or
Yeah, probably. I don't know.
as Blake Penny comes off for a bit of a rest and replaced obviously by their ruckman, Clint Dow, sorry.
Clint Dow's in the ruck here.
Dow, sorry.
We've gone
Up go the
25 in
big
this
men.
one. Well done there, show makers. to McKay. McKay to the full forward line, but Michael Code will mark this on his chest.
That's that +1 you're talking about, Hosey. Just dropped back and there he was loose in defence there. So
Yeah,
Holm again takes it on the wing from the kick. Sorry, host.
they've spent a few moments with the +1 taking it out, but they're back in the game now.
Oh, this way, that away. Beautiful dodge there by Will O'Malley, but they've coughed it up again. Well done by...
Hasn't Jakey Huggard been good back
He
there?
has. 5 or 6 very good touches.
Back there.
Hurley just out-pointed there. Really good by Personos. But the ball spills back to Rostrevor now. Code. Can't see who that is. Finds McCallum.
I didn't see
There's
that
Tommy
one.
Bilby. Tommy Bilby's got the ball.
Maybe that's
They're holding on to him.
But the umpire didn't see that one either, so there's a couple they've missed.
Johnny Birkin stands up in the tackle.
Now the umpire says it's my ball, lads, and right in the centre of the ground. You can get any closer to the centre of the ground than that. Right in the mud patch too there, Bernie. It's probably the only mud patch in the whole ground.
Yeah, it is, and it's going well there. They've got another tap out there, the Gullies, and they're just pushing their way through. Matty Hallandale just sniffs the ball out there, gets it onto now Tommy Bilby. If it bounces up, he's got a beautiful left foot kick, gives it back out to Matty Hallandale, who's going to look short. There's a leading Trent Melville out there, and he's got it in the front of the scoreboard, the Australian Outdoor Living scoreboard. He'll be lining up for his first goal for the day.
Big angle, but what do you reckon, Bernie? Big angle.
You can always tell Trent's a barometer. If he gets his first one, he's going to be on for the day. But if he loses that first one, he tends to lose confidence.
Tough kick for a right footer though on the boundary line.
Tough kick, but so my odds would be wouldn't put the house on it, but wouldn't be surprised.
Tough kick for right footer.
I bet you'll have a shot at the goals. I'll give you that tip. doesn't want a snag.
Let's have a look at the umpire. No, it is fading.
That was pretty close though, Bernie.
So on the South Whyalla Demons Football Club, it's 6-3, 39 to Teacher Gully, and 1 solitary goal to Rostrevor, 6 points.
As we hit 26 to 27 minutes in this first quarter.
It looks like Hurley back there. Mark's about 30 metres out in front of his own goal. He'll be well aware of the time, handsome Tom. He's played it quite well.
27 minutes exactly, fellas. So that was...
And what a first quarter it was, gentlemen. As you mentioned, Tea Tree Gully with a 33-point lead, but don't count Rostrevor out yet.